noise. Right, just recording it there. Right, first of all, I'd like to start by welcoming to the team Emma Forts and Susanna Martins. Sorry. My first slide always freezes, as you know. And I just thought I'd pop in that wee picture, Tom and Kate with Claire Kinsella. It goes in alphabetical order, so I always sit beside Carla Mears, who's a corporate person, or Sandra Masterton. But well done to these guys who are over there just now. They should be landed and starting to enjoy their trip. Now, tonight I'm going to talk about Activity Planner and Tracker. And I know that you hear these trainings over and over again. But if I was to tell you that I believe that this part of our system, this part of our training, is the most important part, would you believe me? There's Jim Rohn. You know my favourite saying, success, a few simple disciplines, practiced daily, accumulated over a period of time. But how many people actually believe that? We were just talking about Claire Kinsella there, Claire and Chris. They're going really, really well. Even last year, when we had our toughest year, they continued to soar, continued to grow. Is it because they're doing something special? Is it because they're doing massive, massive, massive activities? Perhaps. Or is it because they are doing the disciplines every single day over a period of time and teaching people to do the same? I'm going to answer that question because it was a rhetorical question. Success is a few simple disciplines, practiced daily, accumulated over a period of time. I don't care who you are in the business. If your business is going forward, it's down to the consistent activity. Now, don't get me wrong, there's other things in the mix, as you know. Meetings, trainings, education. Failure, a few errors of judgment, practiced daily, accumulated over a period of time. I'll do that activity tomorrow. I can do that on Saturday. I can put that off. Few simple errors. So, success is doing ordinary things extraordinary well. Now, I deliberately picked these wee sayings. I looked on the internet and I wanted to find one that I thought was really poignant. And to me, that is everything in our business is simple. Absolutely simple. Even for the people who think the online side gets complicated, maybe the people who aren't used to Facebook, or some different generations look at Facebook differently. But our business is completely very, very simple, ordinary things. Doing them extraordinarily well in this business just actually means doing them consistently. So, you've seen this before. It's the activity tracker. Are you actually using it? Now, you don't have to use this particular activity tracker. We actually like this activity tracker in our system. It was put together by a guy called David Pemberton Smith, an ex-postman with a fantastic business, and he likes to work with this team member and help them to score their activities. But we'll take the scoring out of it for the moment. I want to really talk about what are the activities that you need to be doing on a daily basis to achieve the goals. Now, it doesn't matter where you start, where you're starting from, whether you're starting from my position, or a brand new person, or a gold distributor, or someone who's maybe 10, 13, 15%, this can start to work for you right away. We're going to go into that further on about how you score it, but it's not the important part of tonight's training. So the first thing is, what is your aim? Now, I know that we have aims People say, I'd like to earn £50 a week when they first get started. And then they want to increase that. They want it to grow and develop. And it has to be broken down. So how much do you want to retail with the catalogues? Now, we recommend a minimum of £1,000 a period. Why do we recommend that? One, because we know it's achievable on a very part-time basis. But we also know, two, it's fruitful. It's going to earn over £50 a week, around about £250, £260 on a Clean Easy catalogue, which are the most common ones that we're using door to door. Less if you're using the K-Life. And thirdly, for every person that you teach to do £1,000, it will take you up that scale as well. So the whole aim is that £1,000 minimum is there for a reason. You make money, your team make money, and your business will grow if everybody, one, is making money and everybody's doing that. So if you're aiming for that, if you're already achieving it, high five. Well done. You just have to teach other people how to do the same. Many people go for bonus. I don't recommend to go for bonus. If you miss it by 50 quid, you've missed your bonus. Always aim for that 1,000. So how many customers do you need to achieve that? And how much time are you prepared to commit to achieve that? Now, I know tonight there's many people I'm speaking to who are already doing that, but perhaps maybe not successfully got everybody in their team doing it yet. But I'm also speaking to the new people who will tune into these and watch them later on. But here's the important part. How much time are you prepared to commit to achieve this? Now, bear in mind, to get £1,000 in personal retail, we are only talking about 300 or 400 customers. We recommend to aim for a minimum of 50 good customers a week. What's a good customer? That's when you've weeded them out. I'll talk about that in a wee minute. That would give you £1,000 because 50 good customers, which would be an average of £5 a book for a good customer, that's an ongoing purchaser, not somebody who's purchased once and never purchased again, will give you, it says you're only looking for 50 good customers. You might start off with 60 or 70 in the week and you'll whittle them down to 50 good customers. So that's step one. If you're not retailing that, I would aim for it. I'm a bit ahead in my slides, which does happen when it's something that you do on a regular basis. When I talked about wheedling them out, just basically means stop going to people who buy once and never buy again. And if you're a catalogue retailer, you will find there's lots of people who just love to buy for a new Clean Easy distributor, but they buy once and then they never buy again. We wheedle them out. So this helps to put your order per book up. And we're going to be blanket dropping, as you know, to replace them. This is for the benefit of the new people. But gradually, the sales will go to £5 a book. If you follow the system, that we teach, the catalogue retailing. So here is just a little example of the activity tracker. You can do it on this, you can do it in a diary, you can do it in a bit of paper, you can do it wherever you like. When I first started, my activity tracker was my diary. Just put 150 books out, 150 in, etc. So we're going to talk about retailing with the catalogues. Let's say your aim is 250. Do you put the aim as the amount, or do you put the aim as how many books you're going to put out? That is up to you. I prefer the amount, because if you put your books in and out, and on this example, I'm working with 200 going out on a Tuesday, coming in on a Thursday, back out Friday for Monday. Could be 150, could be 100. That is actually irrelevant, though you would need to adjust that target there, that 250, if you're unable to work with more books. But if you get to 15-week cycle and you don't have your £1,000 retail coming from that, you just do another 15-week cycle till you get your target. Because if you're only working with, say, 150 books twice a week, it might take a little bit longer. But once you've got a good, solid customers, they usually stay with you for a very, very long time. So let's go to the retail online. What do we need to do for to get successful retail? Most of us know with the catalogues. And if you're not sure how to grow that, please come back and speak to me at the end of the training. But most of us know to build a customer base with the catalogues. But some of us are maybe newer to teaching it. And the best way to teach it is to do it. So if you're doing £1,000 with the catalogues and £1,000 online, you're doing really well. The online retail plan couldn't fit in everything I wanted to fit in, so I'm going to talk through this. But this is what achieved £900 for wee Kerry. She's actually had a wee operation this month, so she's not as active, but she's still got about £400 in sales. I can't actually remember, so I'll be lying if I gave you the exact amount. But all you're doing online, your daily activities, is 10 products into your own shop and then just share it with the marketplace and 20 other groups. That will give you the result you're looking for. It may only give you 280 the first time you do it, because a lot of the work online, especially the compound effects, comes into it. Oops, that's another sheet. You see what I've added on at the bottom? What I will say is this bit down the left hand side is personal to you, and it's personal to the person that you're working with. It'll all depend on what they are looking for. You might get somebody who just wants to catalogue retail, though I would try and get them online as well. Makes sense to increase your income, but there's a lot of training and team building online too. They may just want to do online, but exactly the same. I try to get them out there with the catalogues, because we've got so many streams of income. All I've shown you is consistent activity with the catalogues on a weekly planner, which I haven't shown you yet, but you know it's going to come up. Weekly planner, on a tracker, on a diary, on a notepad, and just do your activities every single day. I promise you, success is a few simple disciplines practiced daily, accumulated over a period of time. What a lot of people do is what I call a fast and a blast. They don't do something for a while and then they go mad and do loads. And when you're doing that online, you'll end up with Facebook restriction. So don't worry about doing massive activities. Do consistent activities. Monitor the results. Track the results. See what your numbers are. And if they're not giving you the result you want, then you can look at increasing it. But there's nothing really difficult about this business, thank goodness. Everything is easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. And this is why I always recommend a daily things to do list. Now, the great thing about this business is because there's nothing hard to do, you can get your jobs done really quickly. You won't be doing catalogues daily. Most people don't do catalogues daily, even when they're building a customer base. They might be nearly every day when you're building a customer base with callbacks and deliveries and what have you. But once you've got a customer base, your books are out, your books are in, you process the order, you deliver them. Doesn't take so long. But have that things to do list and eat that frog. Get the jobs done quickly. I do my posting in the morning. I sometimes spread it out, but I generally do it all in the morning. You can decide to do it all at one time. It doesn't take long if you're talking about the online side of the business, the catalogue side. To build a customer base, I've got wee boxes popping up on my screen, which I'm hoping that you can't see on the video. I lost track there because I had lots of wee boxes that decided to pop up. It's not time consuming. It is actually just getting yourself into that discipline, getting into the habit of doing it. It doesn't take long. And there's what my daily activities I would recommend. It's so simple, and we've not even spoken about online demonstrations or parties, which I added in there. I proudly mention them here. 2 product demos. Now, I spoke to my friend Debbie today regarding totally a different subject, and she was talking about Instagram. Now, I know a lot of you will be pretty literate with Instagram, and a lot of you will be like me, completely illiterate. But I'm investigating them more. I know there are people in Clean Easy using Instagram for selling products and doing videos, etc. But Debbie sold me, or was trying to sell me, oh, and you need to do Instagram. I said, I'm sold. I know the benefits, blah, blah, blah. But what she was saying is, if you're not into video marketing, you're going to be left behind. And she's not even in this industry and doesn't use it for the business that she's in. Her daughter uses it for music though. But I read that in The Guardian about 3 years ago, video marketing, and we're getting products delivered to our house on a regular basis. It doesn't take a great deal of effort to demonstrate these products in a short video. And if you're shy, like me, and you don't want your face to be seen, you don't have to show your face. I've seen some fantastic videos where people are just opening up their box and showing their customers their products. I've put 2 there. That's the minimum. But if it's not on your tracker, you'll find it's not been done. If it's not been done, we're not teaching our new team members. And that is another way that you can increase these sales. And I'm recommending that we start to think about a party. We're going to have the parties rocking soon, so but it can become an integral part of your system. I've actually been looking for party planners. Ironically, the responses I'm getting, I've asked every single one of them, have you done party plan before? And I've yet to find one that says yes. So they're just the normal lead. So your weekly planner, your weekly activity tracker, along with your things to do list. I'm going the wrong way. So there, I just want to go back to this one because I was jumping a wee bit about there. Whatever your job is for your books that day, and this is a part-time business plan, your 10 products in your own shop, you can either do them all at once or you can paste them throughout the day. We are literally talking about minutes to do this, and if you haven't seen my video, please go to the System for Success playlist or ask me to send you how to sell on Facebook, how to team build on Facebook using your phone or your tablet. And if you watch that video, you will see how quick and easy it is to do. It's very easy to do. And the main reason I'm pushing that point tonight is one of the biggest objections. I did a webinar a couple of weeks ago for Abigail, and one of the biggest objections that leaders say that they get is their team, not new team members, team saying, I don't have time to do online. It is really quick. You get your 10 products in your own shop and on 20 other groups in the marketplace quicker than you can prep 50 brand new catalogues. So it isn't the time, it's the habit. It's getting into the habit. It's using that things to do list every single day and making sure you're getting your products posted, you're getting your team building post posted, and you're doing follow-up, which these days is really easy. Where am I going? Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I wasn't looking at the screen and I was going backwards there. And I did say that it wasn't really about this activity tracker, but I am going to mention why we like this activity tracker and why I believe it works. Because it puts you to task. It gives you a target and it gives you points to aim for. And believe it or not, ironically, some people aim more for the 100% than that big carrot, maybe £2,000 or £3,000 a month. But aiming for the 100% will get you these bigger carrots. But you fill in what your aim is and then what you achieve. And along with the person that you're working with, your goal distributor, your sponsor, they'll help you to score it. Now, this is not to make you feel good or feel bad. This is an exercise to give you something to aim for, and it really does work. And then once you've scored it, for example, if you said you were going to do £1,000 retail and you do £1,000 retail, you will get 5 points. If you said you were going to do 1,000 and you did 950, I'd probably only give you 2 points, because how hard would it be to find the other 50? But that's a joke. But that is kind of just to give you an idea of how it works. It's just to score. So you aim for that 100 and you're working with your new team. So all you new team builders out there who are doing amazingly well, see everybody getting tagged on the trainings, they don't always plug in. So we have to take this training. You know, eventually they will plug in if they want to grow, but institute change if need be. So, for example, if you want £1,000 a period and you're posting 10 posts a day, and everywhere we tell you on your 20 groups, and it's not giving you the results, then you increase it. That is just exactly how it works, and it's frozen. The object of the exercise with that activity tracker is to make a plan and stick to it. You will see I've got a theme tonight. It helps you understand your numbers and your conversions, because unless, whether it's the catalogues, the online, it doesn't matter whether it's business cards, flyers, shop ads. I'm not forgetting about the other activities. However, the online is quick and easy, and the rest we can do as we go about our daily business. And if you're not on track, it shows you that you need to adjust. If you're not taking a note of what you're going to do and then tracking what you've done and the results that it gives you, how can you improve? How can you, say, well, I'm doing all these different activities, but I'm not getting the results. But if you say, I'm doing this activity and this is the result I'm getting, you know exactly what you have to do to change it. But here's the important thing. Anytime that like with the online side, for instance, the marketplace app, before I ever roll anything out, I will go and try it for myself, and I will see what the results are. I get the statistics. That is where we, Kerry, got her activity plan from me trying it and seeing what works. So if you track it and you get the results, this also gives you a solid plan. It's your plan that you know works because it works for you to teach others. So you teach it with confidence and enthusiasm because you know it works, because you have got the results from it. This worked for me. This worked for me. That was the rhetorical we. That's not the right word, rhetorical. Day one, post. I'm going to show you the compound effect, and I know I've shown you again, but I'm really, I would say with the online and like doing things like business cards, flyers, if you put 100 flyers out every single day, you have 700 in a week. But I want to show you, because with online, it can take time to get momentum. Kerry didn't achieve 900, and I want her to get up to 1,000 because I want to change that to 1,000. Sadly, she has had a wee bit bad luck. She has a wee operation, so she's a wee bit out of the picture, but we'll get that 1,000 so I can say wee Kerry and her 1,000. Or we can use your story. As soon as we get somebody else doing that in the team. I know Nicole Cawood sold 9,000 online, but what we're wanting is just your part-time person doing this system day in, day out, getting the results, and it will. If you, day one, you post 10 products on the marketplace plus 20 other groups, that's 220 products in one day, and it takes a few minutes. Well, I'm maybe going to have to time myself. I'm sighing because it is a few minutes literally, but if you go from saving the photograph, popping a frame in it, popping up, let's say 1 or 2 minutes per post, it really doesn't take long. You'll find your time. And now my new goal is to actually time it from start to finish. By day 2, 440 products on Facebook, the shops, other groups. 660 by day 3, day 4, 880. Oops, and by that I've made a wee mistake there, and I realised that before I even ignore that. But within 4 days, you've got 880. And I was going to do the mental maths. Let's just add on another 660 to 880. So it's around about 1,400 products in 1 week. So my next calculation is going to be totally wrong. It's not going to be 45,000 products a year. It's going to be more than that, because I only worked that on a 4-day week. So if you do a 4-day week, it's going to be 45,760 products out there. Now, yes, some products will go out of stock, be sold out, etc. But everything compounds. If it's team building posts, they're out there until you delete them. And this is what I said about, this comes from Dan Hardy's book. Reaching your goals is achieved by the daily effort you put into it, and I need to move my camera, into what you do, not by some magic success formula. And we see Kate, I go back to Kate, sitting next to Claire Kinsella. Claire is not going to give her any magical success formula. There's no miracle products that she's got that are in her catalogue that we don't have, and there's not undiscovered. We know it. Everything, I'll guarantee you that these guys are doing is what we're doing. It is just consistency. But I'm still waiting to get some tips, because I've got a good tip that I'm going to talk about today, and it's completely nothing to do with the training tonight. But every big success is made up of little successes, each building on the other and on the previous, and compounding over a period of time. And that's what meaning you start off with 220 in a day. 220 in a day, times that by 10 days is 2,200. 30 days in your average month, 8,000. So 8,600. It's massive, massive numbers, and it compounds. And then imagine what kind of business you're going to have when you teach your team to do the same. And all you're doing is you're aiming for 10 people doing what you're doing. Your £1,000 with the catalogues, £1,000 online, and looking for people. And what you see there comes from the Don Failor book. If you haven't read it, I would strongly recommend it, the 45-second presentation, because it teaches you it isn't just about having a wide business. You want your team to build as well, because it gives you the depth, and the depth gives your business security. So that's there. Develop the big wheel. We've had this in our training since 1993. Maybe a wee bit later, 94. No, right from the beginning, actually, right for the early doors. This is the penny farthing, and the big wheel is for your team builders, and the little wheel is for the people who just want to retail or who are going towards team building. But one cannot go without the other, so you just want to develop that big wheel. And the tip I'm going to give you, it will be put into your training and put into practice. So it's a bit raw at the moment. We can maybe have a chat about it at the end. But we talk about building an online customer base, and we capture them in our own online group, as you know. And yes, this is partially a customer base, but it's also the majority a prospect list for the business, although we keep on putting our products in there. And I think it's Nicole Caywoods who's came up with this. It was Kate that told me, but I'm pretty sure it came from Nicole. And what Nicole Caywood has done, she has got a group attached to her shop. So what you can do is you can get one group and attach it to another. And she's got a group attached to her shop, and she's calling it the VIP group. And it is only for customers. Only customers. And it's not just their online customers. And this is where I like about it, because I think this will encourage us and our team to put more. And I know there's a lot of you out there do have your catalogue customers in your online shop. I'm not saying you don't, but some don't. And some don't have all of them. And I know me personally, with all the people's that I've given catalogues to over the year, I want to put them all in. And if they're in that VIP group, they stand out. You can do wee special offers for them to make them feel special. You know, because you're in the VIP group, it might be a product that somebody's not collected that you offer them 15% discount to the first person. But the thing I like about it is, one, it will be a smaller group. Two, you make them feel special. VIP, you're my special customers. Special offers for customers. We know that works. We've been customers of companies that do that. Everything like that works. But I think it's an absolute brilliant idea, and I just thought I would pass that on before the end of the training. And what I did forgot to add, my wee acetate, my wee slide, called it an acetate. My little slide at the end, I meant to add my picture of my people at the Millionaires Training. You know that is, oh, there's Tracy at the bath. You know that is always the last thing. Scottish Millionaires Training, Saturday the 21st of April, the Hillcroft, it is a Best Western Hillcroft Hotel in Whitburn, and it starts at 12 and finishes at 4 p.m. approximately. I say approximately because we have got Rob Foster speaking, but I will say I have deliberately, don't laugh, Ursula, it's not funny, we have to get the shepherd's hook. And the thing is, we don't want to take them off, but unfortunately this hotel did say, we have an event this evening, and they weren't going to give me the room. So we've got less speakers at this one, deliberately, so that we can give Rob plenty of time. He's got a lot to say, and I don't know about anybody else. Anybody that's seen Rob speaking, most people, probably 99.9% of people, want to hear it. He's fabulous. Get as many people along to this event or tuning into it. Yes, it's live, but it is absolutely nothing the same as being there. And part of me sometimes wants to say, oh, should I keep doing live events? Because I'd rather people got their bums along there. But, you know, not everybody can. There is a distance. But if you can travel, if it's feasible to travel, couldn't recommend it strong enough. Get it promoted to all your team. This in the one room, our managing director, the distributor of the year, the 10 grand. I liked it better when they got a suitcase of cash rather than a check. The 10 grand winners. And whoever missed it, the infamous Rob Foster, one of Clunies' most exciting, energetic, biggest earners, loves his cars, loves his success, and loves to share it. So hopefully we'll become along. I'm going to mute you now because I'm fed up listening to my own wee voice. I'm going to unmute you. See who's coming along and see if we can. Anybody would like to? How do we unmute you? Have you unmuted yourself, That's weird. I'm going to my screen. Oh, here it is. It's changed to the bottom. Unmute. There we go. And just to finish, I'm going to stick with that wee idea of getting me positive stories for anybody, unless there's any questions. Any questions? No. Did that help me with what we were talking about the other night, Anne?
Yes, it did.
Because it was you in mind when I put that.
Yeah.
Anybody got anything positive they'd like to share? Don't let me down now.
I can retail £1,000 every 4 weeks on Facebook. Can
Good.
Isabel?
Are you doing that every 4 weeks, Tracy?
Every 4 weeks, I can retail roughly £1,000 or slightly more on Facebook, and as you say, doing 10 posts with products into groups constantly. And if you do it consistently, it does work.
It does work. It definitely.
This month, I've no done that this month because the past couple of weeks I've
took time out
and pulled covers and all the rest of it out. But I've done half of that. I've done about 500 in sales, even though I've been decorating things. So
that's what I want to hear, because I know there are people doing it, but they've been a bit silent. That's why I keep on poor wee Kerry. Our ears are probably burning. I keep using wee Kerry. So please share your success, your online success. We all hear catalogue success stories all the time, and sometimes the online success we hear is like Nicole, who's doing thousands, or Jackie, who's doing loads and loads of parties. And do you know what I mean? What we want is, yeah, we would love somebody in our business to do what either of them are doing, without a doubt. And if you want to do it, you'll make a lot of money. But you know what we want is great stories like that, where you are able to sell. You add £1,000 with catalogues, add £1,000 online, and you have doubled your income without bringing anybody else in, and you're turning over 2,000. All you actually need is another 4 people doing the same as you, and you're actually gold distributor, earning them extra 16% on everything. So I think it's a really well worth the focus to do that. Anybody else? Or somebody would like to share?
Yeah, I got one to share. Just like to say, I did hit my 10% last, not just 10%, I retailed over £1,000 last period online only.
Online only? See,
yeah.
Why am I not getting these success stories? Brilliant. That's brilliant. I didn't know. Excellent. Well done.
But what I wanted to share was I had an absolute brain paralysis yesterday for placing my order, and placed it 10 minutes late. And I had a woman that ordered a crossbody bag for a friend of hers' birthday, which was tonight, and I wasn't going to get my order.
Oh.
So I messaged her and I said to her, look, I'm really sorry, there's been a mix-up with the bank holiday, and I wasn't going to tell her I was being a div. I'm not going to be able to get the bag to her. You know, and she was like, oh, we're going to have to leave it. She doesn't want to go to the party with nothing. And about 5 minutes after that, I had this other brain fart, and I was like, oh, hang on a minute. What about a voucher? So I messaged her back and I said to her, how about a voucher? Would that help? So she was like, oh yeah, voucher, brilliant idea. So we came up with the following. I don't know if you can see it there.
Good idea. Good idea. Post these things in the Rhino group if you get good ideas in the work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so she was absolutely stoked with that. And when the bag gets here, she said she'll take it to her friend next time she sees it.
Absolutely brilliant idea. Good thinking. Good thinking. That's
kept a £26 sale, which was the main thing.
Love that. And just to follow on, just when you're talking about positive stories, this isn't my positive story. I don't know if you remember Kate, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, talking about the wee newsletter that she put in. She gave me some statistics. I don't remember them at all, but the bottom line is it definitely worked. More people looked and more people ordered, and the interesting thing is she did get orders for the products that she made up were her top sellers. She made them up.
Not say that she'd done about £1,200 worth of orders in 1 week because of the newsletter?
I couldn't remember the figures, Matthew, but I know that's right now that you remind me last. But to be fair, 1,200 in sales for Kate in a week isn't, you know that isn't unusual. But she knows her customer base really well, and I wish I could remember how many customers it was. 80. I think normally she wouldn't get that from these customers, so it definitely worked. If anybody doesn't know what that is, just ask me just now.
Well, I spoke to Jane about it at the last training last Saturday, So we prepared one and we put it out last week for picking up tomorrow. So that went to the 100 customer base.
Uh-huh.
So we're hopeful that it will be a lot better than it has been in the past. And I think that's probably the difference. You're saying Kate's 1200 isn't maybe a big difference, but over the last few weeks, that 1200 has probably been down
Yes.
on that base.
Yeah,
So
what I would say,
newsletter
yeah, what I would
was
say though is
brilliant.
although the 1200 is like Kate can do that in a week, it was from a week that would normally generate probably about 800 for these customers.
Yeah.
So it was higher than she expected. So everybody know what that is that we were talking about? If not, David can explain it because I'm fed up with my own voice. Everybody know what it is, aye?
Yep.
Yeah, well that's fine, David, you're off the hook.
I'm off the hook, yeah. If they
You know-
don't, then go into the Success Group and look for Craig White, and he explains it far better than I can, and we just copy what he did.
But he probably takes 20 minutes and we've explained it in 2, so there you go.
Yes, that's what he did.
Right, what about the VIP group? What did you think about that idea? That's loud. Whose phone's that? Whose phone's that?
No, mine.
Not mine.
That's James. I can hear her. I can hear her saying hello. What did you think about the VIP group?
I've done it.
Have you done it? Did you get that
Yeah.
started? Have you
Yeah,
just
I've got
started it, Anne?
Yeah, 70 odd in mine.
Brilliant.
And I sold one product.
You've started it already.
I sold a product that I'd lying about.
Excellent.
Put on for, cheaper. So
I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing that all the time, but on odd occasion, at least that way, sometimes we say, come and they'll collect it, and they don't collect that. We return it, that's no problem, but if you can sell it, and it's a reward for being a good customer, I
yeah,
think it's a brilliant idea. But what I loved about it was the fact that you can get them into that customer base.
yeah,
Because at the moment, our customers online are muddled up with thousands of other prospects. I mean, I must be getting half a dozen or more joining my group on a daily basis because I'm showing them it when I show them the business opportunity. So they're not joining my group it's quite handy because they like all the products. It gives you a bit of interaction. But I love that idea. So, things before I go, 3 actually. Millionaires training, millionaires training, millionaires training. It's going to be amazing. 2, I forgot what the rest was. Share these stories, guys, because you've heard me like a wee broken record, harping on about wee Kerry, and the day. And I've got you guys sitting here in my trainings doing the same. I would much rather have you stories. So please, I know the catalogue retail, we can rely on it, and even when it's got ups and downs, we can always rely on the catalogue side of the business. But the online side, we need everybody to get that confidence. So Ursula and Tracy, people will be asking for tips. So before we go, can I just ask a quick question? Are you simply following the system we're teaching, or is there another wee secret you can share before we go?
To be honest with you, if I was following the system, I would be retailing probably 3 times that.
Right.
My consistency is not there at the moment. I'm very sporadic with my posting and things like that. I'm getting a lot of my customers in my group buying from me. I know.
Just put your hand out. Put your hand out.
You can smack me at the Millionaires training.
Oh, I look forward to that. No, but that's thanks for your honesty. But so you're consistently inconsistent because you're doing enough to do 1,000. So
Yeah.
if you just stuck to that to-do list, because yourself, it's quick and easy.
Oh yeah, I'd easily triple it.
I mean, and then well, that's exciting. Tracy, anything you want to add before we go? Just
Not
there.
really. Like, as I say, I would do just roughly about normally on a basis because I work from 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night, and I try and do posts here and there in between the days and through the day when kids are having breaks and things like that. And snacks, and then I try and do most of my posts the rest of them type thing. But there's sometimes I don't get the full 10 done, but I do write down what I do get done and things like that. But I could be a lot more consistent. See, if I wasn't working more hours, I would say roughly to do about 10 posts and do all your pictures and things like your pic collages and putting them into your group and doing your 10 posts. I would say roughly it takes about anything up to about 2 hours a day out your time.
Oh, well, I need to talk to you
Spread that
because
2 hours a day through.
I need to talk to you because I can definitely think I can show you how to do it quicker. That wouldn't take me 2 hours to do.
No, I could do it quicker, but because I've got like sometimes 3 and 4 kids running about.
What you meaning is you kind of spread it, right? The way that you spread it.
Yeah, and I don't post all at once. I spread them because I do get Facebook jail on Marketplace. I want to post in Marketplace at all. It's just Marketplace I post in. I don't post specifically in any groups at all unless I'm doing recruitment ads, and I still get bans on Marketplace, and I get a few bans on Marketplace. I've not had one the past couple of weeks because I've not been as consistent recently because of the house renovations and things like that. But I spread them throughout the day. I don't do them all at once. I would do roughly about 20 in one lot, and then I'd go and do 20 again in another lot type thing. I wouldn't do it all at once because you do still get bans on the Marketplace, and it does happen because I don't do any other ads at all without the Marketplace, unless it's recruitment ads, and I've not been doing that recently at all. But it can be done quickly, but it's finding the time because I work 11-hour shifts, days type thing, or the kids I'll look after. I do more over the
Well, if you're doing over £1,000 a period, that's what we're aiming for people to do. They do 1,000 for the catalogues, 1,000 online, and then teach other people to do the same. It's going to be massive. And then that's not even taking into account online demonstrations and parties. It's amazing. It's amazing. Right, I'm going to go now. Thanks everybody for coming on. Looking forward to getting loads of success stories. Please promise me you will share them because you've been a little bit of secret agents here, you guys, letting me rabbit on about Kerry, and you are sitting getting the sales yourself and not saying, Lynn, can I just let the guys know that your system works?
Does work.
Right, see you next week, guys. Looking forward to it.
Bye, everybody.
Getting all the news.
Thank you.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.